Hey there, greetings. Welcome to the Life in Transitions Experts Podcast. Here, your host, Courtney Rollins, here with another bit of content that may be helpful to you if you find yourself going through some of the life's biggest transitions, and that is settling the affairs of someone who has passed away. I try to focus on helping people who are going through the probate process in North Carolina, particularly when there's property and there's stuff and personal items involved, because I know how challenging and complex it can be and how much stress is involved. In fact, today I wanted to take a deeper dive or look at some of the stressors that impact someone who is the personal representative of an estate in probate. So before that, this is on YouTube. This is also streaming in Facebook. Would love for you to hit the like, subscribe, all that good, great stuff that allows me to spread the word, allows us to reach more people, and hopefully help a lot of people avoid some of the challenges and anticipate and prepare for some of the stressors that they may find themselves if they are the personal representative. So I'll go ahead and share my screen and click on over to that side of Canva. Oh, I should have had this ready. Well, it's all gravy. Computer's a little slow there. So 5 stressors. All right. So just a reminder, when we talk about the psychology of an executive of an estate, I'm using executor, but I could, when I talk about probate, which is settling the affairs of someone who's passed away, who has debt remaining, or even assets remaining in their name, there has to be a legal way to get it out of their name into people who are actually still here and with us. And so that's the probate process. And the person who's assigned to do that, or sometimes there's multiple people, depending on the state you're in, they're quite often called the executor or executrix if they're using gender, or if there's not a will. And those are for if someone's a will, someone has been appointed the executor or executrix, or multiple people. But if there's not a will, it's called the administrator or administrator because it's administered based on the laws of the state. Regardless, the executor, executrix, administrator, they're kind of interchangeable. A lot of folks use it interchangeably when they're talking just about that person who's the personal representative. And that's the overarching word that's quite often used, the personal representatives. So you may hear me use the word personal representative. So let's think of 5, well, let's look at 5 things real quick of what causes some of those complexities or challenges. Complexity, the legal complexity. Probate, although it can be done without an attorney. I'm not an attorney, but I highly recommend that you do use an attorney. And if you do need someone who's affordable or even has the competency you need, because perhaps you have a huge estate that has a lot of moving parts, reach out to me. We can connect you with someone in your space. Even if you're not North Carolina, I have folks around the nation that I'm lucky enough to be in network with and can connect you with a vetted professional. But the legal complexities, there's a lot of steps that need to be taken. It has to be followed the proper way. And knowing which steps can be taken is a challenge. So those adds to stress, obviously. There's also the emotional strain. Although quite often when folks have finally come to the decision to say, okay, it's time to complete this probate process, a lot of the processing of the person's passed away has happened. It's still a challenge. You're talking about someone's life that you're putting a bow on. You're talking about just a full of scale of plethora of things that could be running through a person's mind, and as they have to not only process but also get the job done. The emotional strain can be challenging. Also, the very time sensitive responsibility. So you put on top of the emotional stress, you put the complexities, and also the fact that, hey, this has to be done at these certain amount of times, can lead obviously to some stressors. So it's definitely important that you talk to folks like me or folks who can give you an overview of what to expect, because quite often knowing what to expect can alleviate the challenge. When it alleviates the challenge, and you can prepare to say, okay, I'll have these reminders here, I'll have these set up here, and time is not necessarily, it wouldn't be necessarily a stressor, it'd just be a marker, I suppose, of time. Conflict resolution. Unfortunately, we know that when there's property and there's assets and there's people involved, as humans, we're not rational beings. This is not how we're set up. We make decisions based on emotion and then use our rational mind to rationalize it. But our rational mind is just showing up as far as evolution and all that stuff is concerned. Long story short, you're dealing with family, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with friends. There's quite often folks who have it can cause a lot of conflict. And to be able to resolve that, to make sure that, hey, this is what you're getting, this is what we're getting, this is what we're agreeing on, we're all on the same page, takes some skill. And you're definitely capable of doing it, but it adds to stress. And then finally, the most, well, not the most, but all this is about you being accountable. And that L word, you are liable. If you're the personal representative, whether there's a bond or not, you are still trusted and expected to follow these duties to the best of your capabilities. And so you are susceptible to being accountable and to legal issues if someone can show that you did not serve the estate in the best way. And these, again, can add to stress, especially if this is just a small portion of your life that just all of a sudden you have this thrust on you. I feel for you. There is support. There are awesome tools out there. Trust and Will is a great tool for just estate planning in general. If you need a discount on that, reach out to me. I can give you a discount. They also have, as you see up there, probate supportive tool, especially for folks who don't have this complex probate. And these are vetted legal documents and can really help you steer the path, to navigate the process in a affordable way, but also a way that makes sense. I love the resource Trust and Will. I'm over there all the time, growing, learning. It's an amazing resource. Also, if you need support, holler at your boy. Check me out. Here, that's what I'm here to do. This is talking about free access to probate documents. If you want to go there, definitely check it out. And if you need any help, support, I love helping. It helps me grow. It helps me have more tools in my tool belt and to be able to have integrity with the values, things I say, am I doing it? So I appreciate that opportunity. And again, we have like a holistic approach to the probate process. So if there's tools or supports or things you need, someone on my team I can connect you to, and we'll make sure that you are taken care of. All right, let's stop sharing. And someone said good morning. Send me a Facebook user. Good morning to you. It doesn't tell me who it is, but good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I hope you find this helpful. And I'm just putting a smiley face if I can. And yes, actually, I'm about to get off of here and actually head down to the courthouse because I have a couple of questions that need to be answered. So we're going to find out a little more about what expenses can be covered. Can travel expenses be covered if you're the administrator? I'll have the update for you and for you tomorrow.